What's up, people? Welcome to What the Podcast. My name is John, and this is my co-host
Ryan. And I just about thought I was going to mess it up, but I got the intro.
Dude,
that was a live intro.
Nailed that.
Wow.
And I'm not just saying that.
Wow.
I really mean it.
Wow.
Thank you. That means a lot to me, man. Shoot.
Let's
what a way to start off our first day of the year.
I know. It feels good. 2021
Yes.
feels good already. How about you?
Feeling good. Especially good because we do have a friend in the studio this week.
A friend is putting it
he's so much more than a friend. He's a good friend.
He's a musician.
He's a musician. He's a creator. He's
Give it up.
Just such a good guy. Please welcome Michael Pinning to the studio, ladies and gentlemen.
Michael Pinning.
You're too kind.
You made it.
I made it.
How you
I'm here.
feeling?
I'm feeling good.
God, so
Happy
good to
New
have you
Year.
here. Happy New Year to you. Only my biggest mistake wasn't spending the New Year with you. New Year's Eve with
we
you.
were going to, and then
I know it fell through.
we didn't. It's
That
fine.
really sucks.
It's
Well,
fine.
how are
I'm
you
not
feeling?
bitter.
Oh, you know, before we get into this too far, let's just say for some odd reason, someone's watching this stream or episode, and they happen to not know who you are, which would be so odd because you are a little bit famous here in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
I might say. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Michael Pinning?
I am me.
Okay.
So I am a musician here in San Diego, and I am also the worship leader at Restoration Church up in Rancho Bernardo. And I like music and people, so here we are.
Well, thanks for being on, man. I really appreciate it. And thanks for that little bio. So, you know,
Just real quick.
Yeah, Ryan.
And it's good, our audiences could be well, I don't know how much different they are, but
They're
San
different.
Diego
Vastly
is
different.
a small, big place,
Yeah, that's true.
But it's good to, we're building that network of people that know Michael.
Yeah, it's really a pleasure to have you on. I'm not just saying that. I swear, it's really nice to have you on. But
Well, I'm happy to be here.
and normal What the Podcast. This is just a normal episode.
That's
okay?
right.
And if you're listening to this not on the stream, we are live streaming. So this is our first live stream event. So tensions are a little high.
That's right.
Currently at the moment.
We're on and up, and unfiltered, uncut.
Whoa.
What the podcast is about to begin.
And if you're watching from home right now,
That's so exciting.
we're going to be monitoring your comments. So feel free to shoot us any questions for Michael or for us. Or if you want to just say how great we're doing. I mean, it's up to you. Or
gonna
if you
need some
hate
of
it,
that.
go ahead and say you hate it. I don't know. But it's
Or
up to you.
don't.
Any press is good press.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
That's right.
I mean,
All right, so
Yeah,
normally what
something
we
like
do is our question.
Yeah, you want to jump into that?
Yeah, you want to
Let's do
Are
it.
we doing pod deck? Let's do
Yes,
pod deck.
let's do it. Why not?
Go ahead and fire off the free promo for pod deck.
Yeah, let's do it. Poddex is a company that we really like. Check out poddex.com. This is a regular deck of cards, but instead of cards with numbers, they're cards with questions. They're little prompts for Poddex. There's,
And we've
50
hung,
or so.
If you're watching, we've hung a few on the wall. Some of our past ones, some fan favorites over the last couple of weeks. But go ahead.
That's right. And I just pulled
pulled that
this
one
out
out?
randomly, but we're going with it. It's something I do think about. And
Okay.
as we go into the world of smart devices more and more, this is a question for you. And is, what thing do you do every day that you wish could be automated? Automatic.
Well, I live in the world of automation.
I know you do.
basically live in the
You
smart
spoke
house. so it's
to
fine.
your oil diffuser before we started the show.
Literally, that happened.
I was scared, but here we are.
Oh, man.
So how much more automated could your life get, you think?
I don't know. What's one thing I do on a daily basis that could be automated? Ooh, that's really tough. I know this sounds really dumb. Actually, no, I'm not going to go with that one. I originally was.
Cool.
I'll go ahead and explain my reasoning. I was going to say drinking coffee, but then I realized I actually enjoy drinking coffee. Because I was like thinking, what's the what can be
Like
the
you
fastest,
could wake up
you
and
know?
had like an IV of
Yeah,
coffee going
that's
into
exactly
you.
where my mind
Yes.
went.
Like, oh, that
Yes,
saved me
absolutely.
some time.
So now I'm like, now in my head, I'm like, I kind of like sitting there sipping it.
Sure.
I would say, oh, perfect. I wish showering could be automated. Oh my gosh. Imagine that. You just don't even have to think about it. You come out and you're clean, you're fresh, you're ready to go.
Wow.
Is
So
that
you
the
go
best
to
answer
so
or
you lay
what?
down to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And you wake up and it's like
It's
you
the
are
whole
clean.
thing.
You're clean.
Yeah. Well, I imagine there's like a dome that comes over my bed, right?
Uh-huh.
Somehow the sheets get like,
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how it works.
Yeah.
You just asked me a question.
No.
I'm not even going any
I
further.
like it.
I need
You don't
blue-
have
John,
to.
I need blueprints right now.
Okay, yeah. I'm actually developing it, if you must know.
I think it would be great if it was optional because I sometimes like a good shower too. Just like
You
a
like to
hot,
do it
relaxing
yourself?
shower. Yeah, well, of course.
See,
yeah.
showers to me are the most inconvenient things. But
Well, there
that's
you go.
me.
That's
know?
fantastic.
What about you? Tell me about you. Move on,
Well,
come on.
I will start by saying a nice little life event that happened in the past couple of weeks. I got 2 cats.
That's right.
I adopted 2 little baby kitties.
You've had quite a few
Congratulations.
life events that we're going to talk about today.
we'll get to them. But the biggest one has got to be the cats.
That's the biggest one? Okay.
Got to be
Cool.
the cats.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Don't like cleaning the litter box.
They make automated
I know.
litter boxes.
So I gotta get
So
one.
I know what I'm getting you for
Yeah, thank you. Get next Christmas. I'm gonna have to
You
suffer
have
a
to
whole
wait
year.
a whole year, yeah.
I could just go buy one, but it doesn't matter.
I love that you
Other
chose
than
something
that-
actually exists.
I want like my day planner to be like spoken to me. It's like, yeah, that you can do that too. I'll go off and say that they have that too. I was gonna say the automatic coffee pot.
You're
but
living in the future.
I'm living in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we go slide over to Michael, I want everyone to know if you're watching on Facebook, please comment your answer down below because
That's
we're
right.
We'll read a few off if we can. But go ahead, Michael. What is one thing you'd like automated?
I mean, I was gonna say showering, but like getting ready in general.
Yeah.
But then I thought more about it, and I think it's got to be commuting. So like driving, bus, whatever. Like if I could just like
just nailed
step
it.
in to something, a pod,
didn't I think of
teleportation. I don't know.
It's a
self-driving
bus.
self-driving cars are on. But then I have to go to the bus stop. Then I have to call an Uber. No,
Yeah, no. You want it
it's
to be
too
automated.
much. I want it to be like I'm there. I just kind of walk out my door and I'm at work.
I'll tell you, I am waiting for the day that teleportation becomes
I need
available.
it. I really need
Think
it.
about how much time you waste driving. Just incredible amounts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? How much do you drive on average a day, do you think?
I mean, decreasingly this year,
You, of course. Yeah,
but quite a bit. I mean,
a lot of time.
yeah, a couple hours a week. You know, maybe not a couple hours a
You
week.
nailed it, Michael. I'm telling you right now, that's the best answer I think we have so far. Olivia, I hate for you to follow that, but go
Wow.
ahead.
Good
Thanks
luck.
a lot, Michael. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd probably have to say I have 2. One, if it's possible for me to run on the treadmill while I sleep. So then I don't even know I'm running on the treadmill. Yeah, that
You
would
want
be
to
nice.
automate
Yes.
exercise.
Yeah.
Smart.
No,
Or
that's
maybe like
so
a
good.
Peloton that I'm
Situation.
sleeping and
Yeah.
I'm cycling. Or something to like pick out my outfits every day and then like fold them and wash them for me, like have them just like ready on my bed, like this is what you're gonna wear today. I think that would be nice.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cara, is your mic on back there?
Testing.
Yeah,
All right,
sure
she's
is.
here.
Karen in
And
the
she's
booth.
there.
Karen in the booth.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this on Olivia and Michael.
Oh.
The video. Mine is very
Nice.
musical theater nerdy.
Give it to us.
Go for it.
If I could automatically just learn, like memorize lines and songs like the minute I read them, and like just be done with it.
Well, it's kind of like
instead
studying too.
Yeah, but take out the
If
studying
you could
time.
study automatically,
Yeah,
So you're saying there's a way you could instantly memorize
like
something.
you get the script
And you could,
or the
like,
score,
plug it into
and
your
you
brain
read
or
it
something.
one time, you hear it one time.
Feels
and
like a superpower, but
done.
I'm
Definitely
into it.
superpower.
Yeah.
Just download
like
it
that.
to your Neuralink chip,
Done.
the Elon Musk Neuralink.
so
In your
there's this
brain.
concept in video games, in some games that I play, that it's like fast travel. If you know what they're like time-based games where time, it's like Fallout or Skyrim or whatever. And you're like, oh, I'm going to fast travel to this place. Like the amount of time still passes, but it's like, oh, you're there in an instant. Would you do that if you could? Like, oh, I'm going to drive to LA. I'm going to fast travel. Like
so
for
you kinda
you,
lose the
you're there
experience of driving
instance.
it.
Like in an instance, you're there, but 2 hours has passed and you did drive there. Would you do
Whoa.
that if you could?
Whoa. I don't know.
Or like
It's tough.
Or like fast time pass. If you're like, oh, I have to do something in an hour, but I'm just gonna sit around for an hour. I'm just gonna skip that hour. Like go unconscious.
Like if you're waiting like in a waiting room.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say yes. Because I actually hate driving. And I think a lot of that would be driving.
The fast travel system.
Yeah.
You think about too, you're like, we want to go really fast. We want to like get to the parts of our life that we're about, but all the in between. I'm going to get real philosophical.
So deep, all right.
Well, I
This
was
is
thinking
getting
about whether or not I would do it. And it's like, I've had a lot of fun on road trips and stuff.
Yeah,
where,
that's what I'm thinking.
Driving back and forth, like from LA, for instance. But, it's tedious and it sucks because you're sitting in traffic, but.
But if you could choose, I think that the
Right.
choice would make it easier, right?
Same with all of that. If you're
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
I just want to relax and like wash my hair in the shower, or no, I've got somewhere to be, like boom, instant shower.
That changes
Right.
the question if if it has to be automated
All the
every
time.
single time,
Right.
or if it doesn't. Okay, well, all right.
And-
Well, I mean,
Interesting.
there's an Adam Sandler film called Click.
I
where
was
they do
thinking
explore
that.
that.
That's right.
And
Where
if you've seen the movie, it's a bad idea. It's a bad call.
watching the movie is a bad call, or
Yes.
Okay.
No, not the fast forwarding.
It's a
That
good
seems like a
movie,
great
though.
idea. The movie's a bad call.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
The movie is.
Don't waste your time.
Oh yeah.
We have some answers from our live stream.
Go ahead.
First things first, Bethany Albright said, brushing my teeth.
That's a good one. That was probably my second.
Automatic toothbrush.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We have an answer from Jake. He said, chores.
Okay, Jake's a big time listener and watcher of this show.
Big shout out to Jake. Thank you.
He every week he watches. I know for a fact. I'm just
Wow.
saying. He said chores. I mean, that kind of feels like a cop out, but all right. I mean, chores.
Y'all
of
ever
course.
seen that movie Smart House?
Yeah, you're living in it. I'm just kidding.
Well,
You're in it right
I'm
now,
in
so-
it for one.
I'm kidding.
In that Disney Channel original movie, the Smart House freaks out and tries to take over.
Isn't that crazy that when that movie came out, there wasn't like I almost.
Oh, don't say her
That
name.
was
She
a
will hear it.
close one.
She'll hear it.
There wasn't anything like that.
She who must not be
existed.
named.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's no automated assistance or whatever. There was none of that existed. Like, that was just a theory. Someone just sat in a room and was like, wouldn't it be cool if you just said stuff out loud and then your house just
Oh,
did
and
it?
for years too. I mean, even before that, they had like that model thing in Tomorrowland where it's like the house of the future, like opens up. Oh, the kitchen like expands, and smart house was like such a thing since
Yeah.
like the 50s apparently.
Yeah,
and now we're living it.
We've had some real deep conversations about she who must not be named.
Is named constantly.
Yeah, obviously. Anyways, that was a great question. Feel good about that.
There was right there.
We have one more answer too.
Oh, give it
from
to
the-
us.
From the
Ooh.
live. Bobby said sleeping.
So we got the sound off from the Albrights
Yeah.
living room.
I think they're all watching together.
Thanks,
So-
guys.
They are. They're having
Love
a watch
ya.
Guys,
party.
if you could split up and get more views, that'd be great.
Big shout out to the viewers at home. If you're having a watch party in your own bubble, have a watch party with your COVID bubble.
Your COVID bubble, which is we're a COVID bubble. So I
That's
love
right.
it.
That is right.
Let's talk about the old year. Let's talk about the new year.
Let's talk and focus in on that new year because I'm
Yeah.
ready to leave that old year.
All right, you're right.
Where
Let's
she
leave
lies.
it behind.
That's right.
She's gone finally. Jeez, what a year! Let me tell you.
Well, actually, before we do that, I'm curious, Michael, your
ahead.
answer to this question, because the past couple of weeks talked about what we've been up to, what's keeping us busy, and you as a fellow worship leader, I can say, and as a musician in general, what have you been up to? What has been keeping you?
Oh, man.
Keeping your head on your body.
Yeah. So this year I got really into writing and producing original music. So my buddy John True, he's a fantastic producer, and I've been working with him weekly on just going in the studio, writing, producing, recording. And that has kept me sane. And it's almost like sacred time. Like every Wednesday, he and I are together, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like that is uninterrupted sacred time that I have to just do that. And it's been awesome. And I feel
Fantastic.
like I'm creating more and doing more than I ever have before. And
What does that
it's been
look
good.
like as, because you're a musician, you've written a lot of your songs, solo before you started working, I imagine, with John Chu, is that right?
John True.
John True, okay.
John Chu.
the director of
The
Step
director
Up.
of-
That's what I'm thinking
right.
of.
That is what you're
okay.
thinking.
Yes.
My bad. John True. Don't get it mixed up. Big deal.
They get that all the
What's
time.
it like to
Yeah.
work with somebody after writing your own songs for so long and not having to collaborate per se? And what was it like getting used to that?
I mean, at first, there's a lot of stuff like with your art that you really hold on to tightly because it's like your baby and it's so precious. And you're like, oh, don't hurt my feelings by being honest about this. But then you really need people to be honest about it because if it sucks, you should know. So I had to like hold a lot of it loosely and get to the point with him where we have this relationship now where he's like, yeah, we can do better than that. Or like, no, I don't think that's where we want to go. Like, and we have this rapport where, we can just shoot back and forth and play off each other about, hey, this isn't going to work. But I think you have to hold it loosely or else you're going to die with your art.
I imagine that's hard.
Yeah.
To practice.
Yeah. Because you're like, it's like a piece of yourself. You're like, I'm going to get really vulnerable and write about these deep emotions. And then someone's like, I don't like that. You're like, well, then you're saying you don't like me and you don't like my
Whoa.
feelings.
Whoa.
And
That makes me nervous.
So you have to
Wow.
kind of separate yourself.
Jeez.
It's true. We kind of talked about that a couple weeks ago, like looking at your piece of art objectively and not like, finding that balance of putting yourself in your art and then, I'm creating something bigger than myself or other than myself.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
I'll be honest with you, I really struggle with that. I think when I start a project like a new podcast or something, I'm not writing music, it's not as intimate, but there are those feelings there where you're like, you put so much blood, sweat, and tears into something, even this podcast, and something as simple as like, having someone say like, hey, this wasn't great, or this bit didn't work out. You're like, oh man, you're right, but that's still really hard. Like, I hate that you're right about this.
okay, but what did you like about it?
Yeah.
Was there anything good about it?
But it's good. It's constructed, and like I said, you're growing in those aspects.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally. And then like my cousin came over. He was like, he's unemployed like so many people, and he came out for a whole month, and he and I were writing and just doing a bunch of music stuff. And the crazy thing about working with him is we worked on a song he wrote, and me being like, this isn't my song, and I'm gonna have to tell you things that I think like you're doing too much, and he'll tell you himself. He writes a lot of parts, and not all of them work. So just having to be like, this part's not working, and having to work with someone else on their stuff, and to be like, how do I approach this delicately and tell you that something's not
Because
working?
you know how it feels to be on the other side
exactly.
of that.
It's like, okay, how would I want to hear that? But
Jeez.
it's
You
a
ever
lot
find
of learning.
You ever find yourself recycling pieces that maybe didn't work in one song, but end up being like a whole different vision?
Oh, totally.
Really?
Totally.
Anything specific that you can think of?
Nothing at all.
Okay, all right.
But it's mostly
I
like
figured, but-
it's like random guitar licks or
Oh, okay.
a chord progression that I've been sitting on for like 5 years. I'm like, I can't write
years.
anything over this. And then finally something happens. You're like, oh. Or there's like one phrase that I love. If I'm like, I want to use this one lyric somewhere, and it'll be in a book for 10 years, then I'm like, it's now. Now's the time.
What's the thing? And you're going, is this really the time, or am I just trying to like shoehorn that in? You're like, oh, this is the perfect song for standing in the garage with
Yeah.
my friends.
Exactly.
No, that's not it. That's
Like hammering it in.
totally.
Square pegging around
work.
whole moment.
Gotta work.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'll say this too. I think as long as I've known you, your music style has a natural progression, natural growth. From Die Trying, which was your first,
Yeah, it was the
EP?
first music I ever released. So,
and now I could be wrong, but is your most recent Music Makers? Wow.
nailing
oh
it.
My
Nailing
God.
Incredible.
it.
It's like we're friends or something.
And I
Incredible.
guess.
So tell me a little bit about, because I see a vast difference between Die Trying and Music Makers.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that kind of progression. How has your music changed since you started releasing it online? And
Yeah.
releasing it change your vision?
Oh, totally. So like Die Trying, the first EP I wrote and released, I had some great friends who are super talented work on it, and we had a lot of fun, but it was like 2 years of workshopping stuff. And I didn't really know how to speak up for like, oh, I want to do this, or I don't like that. So we did a lot of things that like weren't necessarily what I wanted, but they were still fun and good. So we released it, and then in the end, there's a lot that I would change. But I feel like now I bounced around to a lot of different people as I was just discovering what my sound was and how I worked with other people, that now I finally working with John, and I feel like I finally found my own sound, and I can articulate what I want to other people of like, no, this is what I want it to sound like. I want this type of keyboard sound. I want this type of drum sound. I want this type of guitar groove. Like, that's what we're going to do. So it was that of just me being really insecure and unsure about what I wanted with Die Trying, that now I'm finally doing stuff that I'm like, oh, this is music that like I would listen to and that I really want to create.
Yeah. That's really interesting.
It's so funny because you kind of it's exactly what you said. Like, you could workshop a song for years and like sit on it and be like, okay, this is a recording. Like, I could put this out, or I could work on it another month and really tighten it up. And that's something we've gone through with Die Vibe. Is like, our first album was so bare bones because we were still like figuring it out. We had a different bass player at the time, and now we play the same songs that we released, but they basically sound completely different. So it's just funny. Like,
oh, totally.
The more time you put into it, you can get better, or it can just be like, I'm hitting my head against a wall. Like, I just need to put this out. Like, you know, because then it'll just die in music limbo at that point.
For the question for both of you, because you're both songwriters, music makers. Sorry.
Wow.
Subtle plug. Wow.
And we're dying trying.
Yeah, and we're dying trying over here.
Thank you.
Is there any piece of music that you've worked on that has kind of stood the test of time? Like you haven't really adjusted it, like something you put out that you're like, I haven't tweaked it at all, or is it all been stuff you've been tweaking?
Wow.
Well, I'm just curious because you're like you said, it's kind of always changing,
I think the
right?
format, or not the format, I should say, like the arrangement sometimes stays the same, but like whatever mood we're in kind of also changes. We talked about that a little bit last week, like the vibe. But like, if we're playing at a bar and it's like fully packed out and people are loving it, then that, you know, we subconsciously we're bumping up the tempos where it's a little bit faster because we got a little more energy and we're playing it differently. We have a song called Glow Plug, which is pretty much stayed.
I love that one.
Love it. And I love playing it just because it's become this, you know, this like fun, like it feels like a workout at the end of our set list that we're just like cranking out all this stuff.
You always say, do you save it for the end typically?
Yeah, usually, because it's pretty hard and fast. But exactly like that, like the arrangement has stayed the same, but like our energy kind of tweaks it a little bit, makes it a little more funky some nights. If we're like, okay, this gig sucked, like let's just end it here, this is our last song, it's, you know, maybe it's even a little bit faster, and and we're like wrapping it up and we're done. Okay, thank you. But yeah,
Michael, anything?
I mean, Die Trying, the single, that one I don't think has ever changed. I don't know that it will, just because I think how it was written and then how we play it, it just feels right every time. So I think that one,
feel right.
Yeah, that one's not going to change.
Okay, all right, cool, thank you.
we do have a like, it's fun being a part of your band and seeing other iterations of your band.
Oh yeah, if you don't know,
together.
Ryan plays guitar and bass for me all the time.
It's just funny because over the years I've played, like different parts, and it's different every time we play it, because Michael's like the songwriter, and then it's kind of like, okay, whoever's available, let's play this show, let's learn the parts. That's what's, I think, so cool about your music.
And everyone kind of brings their own groove to it too.
Yeah, exactly. Like it takes different forms.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last live stream thing I did was a concert with you guys.
That's right.
And that was a great time.
The pinning vibe.
The pinning vibe, which hopefully will make a reoccurrence in the new year. Who knows? That's great. Well, I'm sorry to nail you with questions.
I'm really offended, but it's fine.
I just think it's so interesting. Music writing is a skill I wish I think I had. But you guys do it so well, both of you.
Thank you,
you
John.
guys work together, and it's so great for you to be here on our show. It's incredible. But
absolutely.
Stepping back from the music, let's talk now that we've kind of gotten a sense of you, the music maker, Michael Pinning. Wow. Maybe a future podcast.
You're
I don't
really
know.
driving home the
Who
brand
knows?
over,
You
and we do
heard it
appreciate
first here.
You heard it first. Tell us a little bit about. I know we talked a little bit about New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about how was your New Year's Eve, man. Let's take it back. Let's dial it back a little bit. What do you think?
Oh, it was chill.
What'd you do?
We literally just sat at home and watched Modern Family. My wife, Kat, and I just sat on the couch with our roommate, Christina, and we watched Modern Family and ate cocktail weenies.
Wow.
That was literally it. It was great.
What happened? What happens when it strikes midnight? Was it just like, oh, new episode starting?
No, actually,
If
yeah.
it's like us, it's like, okay, go to bed.
Yeah, we
It shuts down immediately.
Good
pretty
night.
much. You're just like, and we're done.
Yeah.
No, we didn't plan it, but the episode ended right at midnight, so it was pretty serendipitous. I
Wow.
felt like I
That's
felt like
pretty
I
cool.
should tweet it and just let people know, like, hey, if you start this Modern Family episode,
Is that show
it could
still
become
going
a
on?
thing.
Or is
No,
that
it ended.
all wrapped up?
Was it
Ended
last-
this year.
Was it last year that people were doing the Iron Man snap? At the
Yes.
stroke
I saw
of
a little bit of
midnight?
They
that.
were doing it this year
This
too.
year, yeah.
Oh, this year? Is it
Yeah.
like an every year thing?
It's an
now?
every year
It's one
thing
of those
now.
things.
I think this year it deserved it though.
Yeah, we're like,
Snap away the year.
Snap away the
out.
whole year, like
Get
erase
So
it.
funny.
what's one thing you guys are excited about in 2021? Now that we've ended the 2020 awfulness, what's one thing that you're excited to do in 2021? We'll start with Michael.
Ooh, a lot. I don't know if there's a lot. More music that, I mean, I've got like 4 songs right now that are recorded and ready to go that I'm just sitting on and working on like
Whoa.
a release plan, and we're writing
you can just
more.
drop
4 new
that.
songs.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're just,
That's right.
you'll see. It's coming. So
You know, I used to get
A lot
little
going.
pieces of it before it
Don't
came
you
out.
have a shirt with
I mean, you
Michael's
might.
face on it that
I
says like
do.
#1 fan that you made or something?
You know what? It's funny. Well, now that you bring it up.
I'm just
Oh.
got to expose you real quick, John.
exposed.
Yeah. So actually, what's funny is like, well, I don't know. We're friends now, but
Yeah.
back then we weren't like necessarily like close.
No,
Like I knew you through a mutual friends, of course.
Right. And like you came and interned with me where I was
Oh, that's
working,
right.
and like
That's
I
what
taught
it
you
was.
some tech stuff.
You
and
did.
then
Oh, good
yeah.
times. And then all of a sudden, I was like, you started. I think it was when you released Die Trying.
Yeah.
Because we were social media friends because of
Yeah.
all that, and I was like, oh, this is good. And I'll tell you something that I advocate a lot is I love when my friends make music. I think it is so cool. That, like, let's just think about we live in a world now where you can create a song at home and have it professionally mastered, and it can be released on the internet. And your friend did that.
Yeah.
Like, this is stuff that celebrities do all the time, and it's like your friends are doing that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I think it's really cool. Sorry, but so and then that's when you released music, and I was like, you know what? We got invited to your show down
Yes.
at Tin Roof.
Yeah.
Right?
And,
That
Die
was-
Vibe was there too.
That's right. We sure were.
And that's
Combo
when
show.
I thought,
And you
I'm
wore a
gonna
shirt
make
with
Yeah.
him on it, but not us.
Well, yeah, sorry about that. So and then wow,
It's getting uncomfortable in here.
Is it hot? It's hot.
and so then I wore that shirt, which I still have, I think. And next time you're on, I'll wear it. Don't worry. I should have done that today. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been really
Would have
funny.
been a good one.
Okay, so you're releasing new music in the new year.
Yeah.
We can expect a lot.
You can expect a lot. So
Well,
let's
Give
just
us
say a
taste
lot.
of when are we getting this
I'm
new music?
hoping late January, early February for the first, the next
we're
one.
here. Hey, I'll do you one better. Can you give us a taste of something?
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you?
I can.
what a
Whoa.
transition.
What a
Wow.
transition.
That's it right
That's
there.
what
That
I'm
was
talking
seamless.
podcast.
I do need some water. Hold on.
Please, whatever you want. Do you want a LaCroix from the LaCroix fridge?
Whoa.
Yeah, we have a LaCroix
That's an
fridge.
option?
Our flavors are pretty limited, I'm going to be
Sponsored.
honest.
I mean,
We're sponsored.
I will
started
tell
this-
you, I accidentally burped in the mic a few times, so proceed with
Tread
caution.
lightly, yeah.
Yeah.
no, I
After our
probably
first-
shouldn't because LaCroix really makes me burp.
After our first
good.
episode,
Like,
Ryan's
a
like, I don't think I can
I don't
do
know if I can do
LaCroix,"
this
'cause
anymore.
I was
I'll
burping
take
the
one.
whole time.
I'll take one for the road, but
That's a good
not
call.
now.
Go
That's a
ahead,
good call.
give us tell us about the song you're about to play.
Oh gosh. Okay, this one. I'll just play it. We all know 2020, and I was writing a lot of sad music, so
Yeah, me too.
that's a bummer. But because it's not my usual. But this is a happy one I wrote. This one called "The Heartbeats and the Breaks." It's
I'm taken aback by the title. That was really cool.
I'm glad.
already excited for it.
It's about like, you know, going through really rough stuff to get to the good stuff, whether that be like a relationship or life or whatever. So, you know, the tagline in the chorus is "The heartbeats are worth the breaks." So here it is. Let's give it a shot. Been around the block and I got bruises to show it. I dove in head first and I came up broken. I gave my heart to anyone I thought might be the one to deserve it. I took that road ignoring signs of caution. But everything changed when I hit your doorstep. We shared the pain of all the love gone sideways, and all the fear through every year that you and I were stumbling. Let's raise a glass to how we're both still standing. Now the heartbeats are worth the breaks, and this love is worth all my mistakes. And I'd go through hell again to find you in the end. Now the heartbeats are worth the breaks. I took a leap and met with a crash landing. Placed a bed and came out empty-handed. Till you came along, it all went wrong. I didn't understand it. Getting to use the reason I'm still standing. Now the heartbeats are worth the breaks, and this love is worth all my mistakes. And I'd go through hell again to find you in the end. Now the heartbeats are worth the breaks, the breaks, the breaks. I was hopeless, getting darker. Then you noticed me falling too. The cracks in the surface where light shone through. Now that I found you, I'll take the breaks, the breaks, the breaks. 'Cause the heartbeats are worth the breaks, and this love is worth all my mistakes. And I'd go through hell again to find you in the end. Now the heartbeats are worth the breaks, the breaks, the breaks.
Wow. That was really good, man.
Wow, I really like that one.
Is that new?
That is new.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Incredible.
man.
Wow. I had a moment there where I was like, we were sitting here and I was like, it was like one of those moments where you feel like you're watching from like out of body experience, where I was like, oh, we're here and we're friends and we're hanging out and we're playing music live on the internet. Like, how insane is
You
that?
have one of those moments.
I did. It was so. I got like chills. I
love it.
I saw the
Amazing.
camera switching on my phone and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. I'm so happy you're here, man. You are
I'm
incredible.
so happy to be here.
We are so awesome.
You guys are so awesome.
Okay, first of all, I didn't mean it in that sense, but I guess
mean,
it
you
sounds
are, though.
I know
I'm
exactly
sorry.
what you meant. Wow. Will you tell me a little bit about that song? Just like how it started, how did you get to writing it? I mean, that was so incredible.
I was literally driving from Jack in the Box home, and just that thought came into my head about like heartbeats are worth the breaks.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that line. And then just saying that one line, heartbeats are worth the breaks. And that was it. That's all I had. And then just played with it for about a month. Like whenever I would sit down and write, I'd kind of try a few things. And yeah, just decided to take along that idea of, going through what you go through to get to the good stuff,
Yeah.
and that
yeah.
makes it all worth it. So
Well, thanks for playing that, man. That was really good.
I'm sorry. I realized this was gonna be such a thing.
The worst.
I'm doing
Ruining the
ASMR
podcast.
really quick.
He's like, I was just realizing the heartbreak. He's like, and you bump your mic, and I'm like, what is going on over there?
This has gotten very out of hand. I'm so sorry, everyone.
that was perfect.
Dude,
I loved every
amazing,
second.
Wow.
amazing song.
Thank you.
Seriously, And is this the first one you're releasing or no?
I haven't decided yet, to
Haven't
be
decided
honest.
yet. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. Don't give
What?
us any more than you can. All right.
But just
all right.
expect it. That's all I'll say.
Very, very good. All right.
Fantastic.
Do you want to play a game with us?
I would love to
Can
play
we
a game
play a
with
game?
you.
Yes.
Yes.
You want to?
Game,
Are we
game.
doing?
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to.
So, back by popular demand, the game we are playing today is called. We played it on our first episode. It's called Fact or Fiction.
That I don't know what happened between.
Give us a few
Oh my
bars.
god.
Yeah, Fact or Fiction. And today,
gonna keep this
instead of
up.
us doing back and forth like we did last time, our producer, our Google producer, Olivia Tafolla,
The producer of Google is here with us.
The actual
no big
producer
deal.
of Google.
She's pulled a few facts for us, and we have to guess, Michaels. If you
Okay.
haven't played this game with us, which you haven't,
I
have to
played at
guess
home.
whether it's fact or fiction. And if you're playing at home, if you're watching on Facebook Live, comment your answer below, because if you're correct, you get nothing. But
But if you're wrong, you get nothing.
You
you
lose.
get
So,
nothing. So it's what we call a lose-lose.
It's one of those Sophie's Choice kind of things. All right, here we go.
Take it away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fact or Fiction.
I love how blown out it sounds. Anyways, go ahead.
Our very first question is either going to be true or false. When you're ready,
That's
you can.
that's not fact or fiction. I'm
No,
not.
it's gonna be. Oh well, yeah. It's either fact or fiction,
Oh,
true
okay,
or
well-
false.
Well, that's so it's gonna be
But
fact
for
or
branding,
fiction.
we're gonna say
Thank
fact or
you.
fiction.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's either gonna be fact or fiction.
See, when you say
Okay.
true or false, there's no music. True or false. When
Oh,
you
yeah.
say fact or fiction. Anyways, go
Okay,
ahead.
okay.
Oh, thank you.
Great, great.
Really
That was-
rude of you.
So sorry, I forget myself.
Continue. Please.
Number one. John Lennon's middle name was Edward.
Ooh,
Fact or
John-
fiction?
Edward Lennon.
Excuse me. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Fiction.
Thank you.
I think that.
Every time we have to do
Thank
it.
you. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go around the room. Ryan, fact or fiction?
I'm gonna say that's fact.
I'm gonna say it's fiction.
I'm also going to say fact.
Cara, you got anything in the back?
Fiction.
What is it?
It is fiction.
Heck yeah, bro.
Knew it.
His
You
real
did.
middle name.
What's his middle name?
Winston.
Oh.
John.
That sounds a little bit
Winston
more-
Lennon.
It does sound
Hey, I
more
think
British.
we.
You're
Okay,
right,
so
Cara.
since you're doing fact or fiction, I'll
Yes.
be the audience. You see who got it right.
Okay.
Oh.
It looks
Ooh.
like
Bobby got
Bethany
it.
said it was fact. She was wrong. Bobby said it got it right. He said it was fiction. Cody Combs. Cody Combs Zani said that's what true or false is. Lol.
Thank you, Cody.
He's right.
Kylie got it right. Kylie nailed it. Kylie Cardoza got it right. Correct. All right. Good job, guys. Number 2.
Let's keep
done.
it
Split
rolling.
right down
I mean,
the
we got it
middle.
wrong, so.
Split right down the middle.
Yeah, you guys got it wrong.
Good
So
job, John,
get
I
out.
guess.
One
And
for
Cara.
John and Cara.
Our next guest. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks for sitting with us. Get out. Okay, go ahead.
Number 2. All kings in a standard deck of cards have mustaches. True or false?
Oh,
Whoa.
gosh.
Fact or fiction?
Whoa.
Please. Oh my God.
In a standard.
What are we gonna
Standard
do with
deck.
our-
All kings.
There you go.
Whatever.
Oh, gosh.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever.
We'll get a soundboard. at
yeah.
this was very trial run. I'm gonna say all of the kings have mustaches.
I would say
in a
I'm going
deck
to
of
say that
cards.
it is fact.
I'm going to say fiction.
Emma
I'm Team
Philly
Michael.
said fact, and Cat Pinning said fact.
Was that for the last
If
one?
that no for this
For
one.
this one?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm also going to say fact for this one.
I'm Team Michael. What did you say?
I said fiction.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Wait, what?
fiction. I
Don't trust me. That's,
He's like,
What?
I'm Team Michael. Whatever he says.
Whatever.
whatever he says, it's true.
I'm going to let you down.
Unrelated. Whatever he says
sign
is
for
true.
me.
That's
So,
right.
you know, whatever. What is it?
Fiction.
Yes.
Dang it.
Now, the majority of the kings in a deck of cards have mustaches, but only the hearts
I was going to say hearts.
don't have mustaches.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm going to
What
give
about the
myself an
jacks?
extra point.
Extra
They
point.
did-
It's a
Michael.
fake
We're not
extra
talking
point,
about the
but I'm going to
jack.
give it
If
to
you're, if
myself.
you're keeping score at home, Michael has
What
2
a-
points. There we go. Not for yourself, for Michael.
Oh,
All right, let's go with number 3, huh?
Number three. Twinkies. Okay. You're a little late on that
That's
one.
number 3.
How loud it is. Is that just for me, or is anybody else getting it?
No,
It's loud.
It's everybody.
literally everybody.
It's literally everyone. You're welcome.
I'm gonna do some like.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh, I
okay.
like that.
Yeah, that's actually trademarked. You can't.
Oh shoot, we're gonna get.
Copyright.
You gotta
They're
stop.
taking us down.
That's what it sounded like to me.
God.
Okay, go ahead,
Flagged.
please.
Okay,
Number 3.
Number 3. Twinkies originally had banana filling. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
I'm gonna say that's fact.
Kara seems really confident, so I'm gonna say fact.
I'm
I'm
pretty
gonna say
confident.
fiction.
Okay.
Ooh.
We won't even check Facebook. Don't worry about those guys. They're not.
They don't know what
okay.
they're talking about.
They're actually keeping score for themselves. They're putting their record on how many
Oh,
points
they
they
are?
have. Yeah.
How dare they?
I'm proud of them.
That's good. No,
Do they
There.
know that Michael has 2?
no.
Oh, okay. Well, they're not keeping that good of score then. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Just
Okay.
kidding.
Banana filling, true.
It is.
Oh, sorry, fact?
Yeah, I'm
Fact.
sorry. What? I'm really confused.
You're out.
It is
Sorry.
fact.
Yay! I lost.
Well done.
Loser.
Wow.
Lost.
2 out of 3 from Cara.
What are you saying?
2 out of 3 from me.
Wow.
Okay.
The booth is trying to. Somebody in the booth is talking to us. I don't.
Who said
I
that?
can't understand what they're saying.
Who said
I don't know.
I don't even know. Did I get the last one right?
You
or
did.
wrong?
I don't think you've gotten any of them.
I'm pretty sure.
No, he got the first one
I'm
right.
just.
All right.
Just-
We'll
Next
see you in your annual review. All right. Wow, that is incredible.
It's really
Go ahead. Number
overwhelming.
4. Bobby's 2 out of 2. I'm like
Oh,
way
Bobby's
behind.
3 out of
Sorry.
3. And
We
so is
started-
Ben.
Wow.
Emma Philly says wahahaha.
Noah
Wow.
Tafolla
She
said
don't know.
garbage.
They don't know. Hey, he don't know either.
Oh.
He don't know.
He's talking about the answer, not the show.
Okay, I was like, first of all, like what?
I hope. I don't know.
Kylie is also 3 out of 3.
All right,
Kylie.
way to go, Kylie.
Darn
Okay.
it, Kylie.
Number 4. Us. Okay, you're late. Every time I say the number. Every time. Thank you. A snail can sleep for 3 years straight.
Whoa.
I feel like that's crazy enough to be fact.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
Cause how do you?
A snail can
How do they
sleep, so
eat?
he's still alive.
That is totally
not
fiction.
eating or moving around.
100% fiction.
And then in 3 years, he could just like pop up and be like, "Yeah, what's up?"
All right, fiction.
Yep.
Fiction.
That is 100% fiction.
I'm
Michael
gonna go
says fact.
I think I'm going to say fiction because I feel like it's like
I'm going out
1
on a
year.
limb.
Kara's looking it
feel
up
like-
in the booth over there.
She's googling
I
it.
feel like it's like 1 year and Olivia changed it.
Okay, what is
Whoa.
it? Tell us. I can't wait.
It's fact.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That
That's
is-
insane.
What?
So a
I couldn't
snail
believe that. For 3 years, a
for
snail
3 years can be
sleep.
completely asleep. Well, you figure
First of all,
bears can like hibernate for 6 months.
Yeah.
there is a whole piece we're missing that somebody figured this out.
Well,
Okay.
think about like if you had a
What
pet
if they got a
snail,
fluke snail?
and you
That
thought it
dude's
was
asleep.
dead.
It was
Yeah,
just
right.
dead for 3 years.
Yeah. You're like, hold on, let's see.
Let's see
Like,
where this
let's
goes.
wait it out. Let's wait
I
it
want to
out.
see the research.
That's
is what I
literally
want to see.
everyone
Yeah.
is saying like, I don't even think they lived that long.
Or somebody.
Oh.
Bobby started a hashtag prove it.
Oh, no.
Hashtag prove it. Oh, because he got
John?
it wrong?
No, yeah.
You need to get a pet snail.
Oh, no.
Live stream
week-
the life
next
of the
week-
snail
Live stream. Whoa.
Forever.
for
For
3
3
years. A
years.
3 year live stream to
There
see if
is
it's
something
sleeping.
there.
This show will pass away, but the live stream will go on forever.
I hope he survived 3 years.
Well,
What?
Tanya said they're dead. Cody Combs said that's a coma.
That's
yeah, that dude's
He's not
Bobby,
wrong.
Bobby said hashtag stop the count.
Stop. I can't. That is too real.
I'm sad
close
too
home.
because I think about like the person with a pet snail is like, oh no, they can sleep up to 3 years and they've just had a dead snail in a
pretty
tank
sad.
Yeah,
for.
there's some kid out there, and all the kids are going, "That one's dead," and he's like, "No, trust
No.
me. Give me 3 years. He'll be up and
Just
going."
wait 3 more years, man. 3 more years and you'll see.
You'll see. He's like this whole
all
movie.
see.
You'll see. 3 years later.
No, he was dead. All along
Dead
he
the
was
whole
dead.
time. Number 4.
Number 5.
5. Wow.
One,
Time is flying. Go ahead, 5.
number 5. Thank you.
Thank you.
1.3 million Earths could fit in the sun.
I feel like
Million
it's
Earths.
more.
That's
Okay.
a lot of Earths.
Think about this. You're standing on the earth. But the sun's real tiny.
Oh my
It's way up in the
It's
sky.
only this
I can
big.
fit
It's only this
a
big.
whole sun right
It's
here.
big.
You look at it long
holding the
enough, you'll
sun
see.
right here. Just kidding.
I'm gonna say fiction. I feel like it's more.
I usually fiction because it's more.
I think it's more.
A million Earths.
I think it's
don't.
fiction
I
because
don't
it's less.
actually know how much a million is, but I'm still gonna say fiction.
Okay.
Let's see.
So how do you explain a million? Start
40,
with one.
What's
I'm
the
just kidding.
circumference
Yeah,
of the
start
Earth?
counting.
40,000 kilometers or something? 400,000 kilometers?
You've completely lost track.
Do some real fast math. You can do
I
it.
want you to know.
Times
Yeah,
a million. That's
yeah,
400
yeah.
million kilometers.
Wait, what's the
400
diameter of Earth? Oh, yeah.
Trillion
hold on. I was
kilometers.
Wait, let me
just
crunch the
talking
number.
about this with somebody the other day.
I'm gonna say it's true. I'm gonna say it's true.
Oh,
400.
you mean fact.
That's so...
You are the worst.
I say fact as well.
That was
Fact or
the most
fiction?
painful.
Do we have any,
Cara,
do we have
Cara
any
said
guesses
fact.
on
We
Facebook
have a
before we
lot.
go?
We have a lot of guesses. Bobby says fact. Emma says fiction. Bethany says
Yes,
fact.
Emma.
All right.
Kylie says fact. Emma said you can fit more. Tony
She
said
can't
fiction.
just Google it and
Is
then
she
comment
Googling
the
it?
answer.
No,
We don't know
Tafolla-
that.
No, Tafolla said whatever Bobby said.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
All right.
Noah's
It's a safe
picking,
bet.
Okay, so we're gonna
Noah's
go ahead and
picking
stop
well
the
in this
count.
game.
We're
Stop
going
the
to
count.
stop the count.
Go ahead. What's the answer?
And the answer is fact.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
Where's the music?
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah.
thank you.
Next week we're just gonna have a button right here. Just
That would be great. Thank you. Somebody else
okay.
can push
That
it.
was honestly 1.3 million Earths
It's still a lot.
in the sun. How
Insane.
big is the sun?
It's a million
It's
times
1.3
bigger than
Yeah.
million
A
times
million
bigger.
point three.
what the heck? That is
1.3
so
million
crazy.
times.
And the Earth's kind of big
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
already. So, but it's really far away, the sun.
Yeah, I guess.
And the
whatever.
Here
sun-
on- this is
the
the
sun
biology-
powers
Yeah, yeah.
literally
Biology.
every
Universe,
single
Corner
planet.
biology.
Science. Is that biology? Because that's life. No, it
No,
doesn't matter.
it's not biology, Al. It's geography. I'm pretty sure.
It's geography.
Right? I don't
Wait,
know.
No,
Astrology.
it's
It's astrology.
astrology.
It's astrology. I'm a
jeez.
Virgo.
I don't know.
Astronomy.
Astronomy. That's
I
what
said
it is.
something
Okay.
dumb, and then John said something dumb, so I didn't feel so
Dumber.
dumb.
So yeah, thank you. Well, we're here for your enjoyment.
That was close.
Do we have another one?
Yes, number
One
6.
more.
No, there's a lot. There's like I have 10 total.
Okay, all right.
Well,
let's
let's-
get
So
to
Wow.
let's get it going.
Number,
Okay.
number
pick
7.
it
Let's
up.
focus. Okay, this one's a music one. So for all the music people in here.
Ooh, the music makers. Here we
Music
go.
makers.
Here it is.
Okay. Stevie Wonder entered the Hot 100 when he was just 17 years old.
Fact.
I know that is. No, I'm not going to say I know. I'm pretty sure it's fiction.
Okay.
I also go with fiction. I feel
Yeah.
like he was older.
Fact.
Okay.
Fiction.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Brian.
Right.
The
Let's go,
answer
Michael.
is fiction. He was actually only 13 years
That's what I
old.
thought. I was
Oh.
going to say he was
Okay.
younger.
Yep.
Okay.
13.
I said
Impressive.
he was older, but I still
thought
got it
17
right.
A young
was young
lad.
enough,
Could
but
you
all
believe
right.
that? 13 years old?
Dang.
Hot 100?
Jeez.
Very impressive.
Probably rich.
Incredible. Well, yeah.
All right.
How much money do you think you get for being in the top 100 like that? Like, how much money do you think he generated?
Then
Probably
was a
lot.
whole different story because
Nowadays, it doesn't matter. Nothing.
I think he,
you
well,
can get in the top 100 and
You can get the top
I
100.
wonder if there's correlation too. You're
Right.
in the top 100 and you have a lot of money.
Right.
yeah.
Hard to say.
I digress.
We'll do some research and we'll have that answer next week.
We'll get back to you.
Number 7.
Number 7. This one might be easy. Batman's butler is named Albert. Fact or
That
fiction?
is fiction.
Fiction.
Yeah, that's fiction.
That's
I
just
haven't seen Batman, but
Team Michael, Cara.
I'm Team Michael.
Yeah, thank you.
Gosh,
Are you
come on.
ready for the answer?
Yes.
Tanya's 0 for 6, by the way. I just saw that comment and that is hilarious. Sorry, Tanya.
Oh, Bobby said hashtag rigged, hashtag rigdamortis.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
How do we block
Everybody's
him?
funny. Yeah, can we do that from the booth, please?
Can we go ahead and just block it?
Block it.
Sorry, what was the
block him.
answer for this one? Do we all guess on this one?
Yeah, you already all guessed, and it is false.
Yeah.
It is fiction.
And
Whoa.
All of my answers say false.
Whoa.
We didn't have this problem when we played
I
this
don't
the
know
first
what happened.
time.
I don't know what happened. She
I'm
prompted
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
All right, so
It's
false.
actually Alfred.
Alfred.
His
Yeah.
name is Alfred.
That's
That's right.
Not Albert.
That is correct.
Okay, that's fine.
That was a pretty
True or
No.
false?
Number-
Iron Man's real name is Jonathan Stark.
Okay. First of all, you used true or false. So
Okay.
cancel.
Well, what? That's the other game. We got a separate game going
Different
on.
game.
Yeah,
Number 8.
Number 8, fact or fiction.
Number 8. rhinos are the only animals that can't jump.
I would say that is fact.
Those poor little guys.
I don't.
Yeah.
I believe they can't jump, but is there another animal that also can't jump?
Can elephants jump?
Is the throw only?
Oh, jeez.
You're gonna have to decide that for
Gosh.
yourself.
I think it is based on the way she's reacting. Right
I'm just
now.
gonna say
She's like,
fiction. I'm just gonna.
I'm going
yeah.
to
fiction.
say
Yeah. Team Michael.
fiction. Now you've flipped me.
You're welcome.
I am now blue, so I'll
Cara.
say fiction.
All right.
I'm kidding.
I'm
Yikes.
gonna
Stop
say
the count.
fact.
This is one of those
Say
political
yes.
shows.
Yeah, real hot.
Yeah.
Real hot politics
Bring it
going
with
on here.
us into 2021.
Phone a friend. Kat said phone a friend.
She can't do that.
I am her friend.
Is she calling you right now,
No,
Michael?
Tafolla.
She's
Everyone
calling me.
is saying
it's
fiction
fiction.
on this one.
She's
Fiction.
she's phoning
Just
What
me.
keep
is it?
putting
I
these
gotta know.
on
I
there.
gotta know.
It is fiction.
You know, I tried
And
to be
it's
different.
not what you think. It's
Why?
not what you
Cara.
think.
Tell
It's
us.
They can
actually
jump.
only elephants can't jump. Rhinoceroses can jump or whatever. Yeah, rhinos
that's
can
what
jump.
I s-
But elephants
Hey,
cannot.
good job, man.
I'm a
You said
zoologist too.
elephants. Wow.
Biologist, zoologist, astronomer.
You're right.
Noah Tafoya started the hashtag I will follow Bobby into a fire.
Wow.
That's where we're at.
2021.
He also
Hello.
had a hashtag up here. Noah did. He said, "Stand with Bobby." What is going on?
Really scared
What is
for the comment
Is
section.
Bobby hurt? Does he need help?
Our first live comment section.
Hashtag Bobby Strong.
He's knocking on the door right now. He's
Oh,
like,
Cody.
actually,
Cody then followed up with hashtag Noah gonna burn.
Ooh.
so scared.
Wow.
There's a whole
Keep
life.
it civil.
There is a
Keep
whole
it civil.
story happening in our comment section. There's a whole
Number
Oh, is it
9.
9, right?
It's number 9.
Just
Number 9.
And this
number
one-
10.
This one might be
To
my
wrap up
favorite
this
one.
segment.
This one might be. Maybe I should save this one for last. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
number 10 and then do number 9.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Blood donors in Sweden receive a text when their blood is being used. Fact or fiction?
That's true.
Straight
That's
up
a true fact.
Fact.
That is. I'm gonna say fact.
I'm
That's a
sorry.
fact.
What is it?
That's a fact.
A true fact.
Truth facts.
Okay. John.
At least I hope it's true because that's a cool.
That's
I
neat.
will say it's fact in hopes that it is true.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. What is it?
Hit it.
Fact.
Ooh, cool.
It
Cool
is fact.
thing.
Pretty
Is
cool,
that
right?
just Sweden?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know.
Would you want to receive a text when your blood's
If I-
being used?
I think so, because then
What's
it's
the
like
purpose
It's
of
like
it?
motivation
Well, you know,
for
so you
donating.
want-
Yeah,
go
you
to
know
waste.
your blood is going
Oh,
to
that makes
somebody.
sense.
Because
Yeah.
then you'd probably be more likely to donate again.
Right.
To know
You're
that
like,
it's
I
being
saved a
used.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just change. I'm a hero now, essentially.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just show
Or
everyone.
they use your blood and like the person gets like a blood disease and they're like, actually, never mind. Like, just
Can you
kidding.
come
Just
in
kidding.
for a second?
Yeah. what blood type are you?
They're asking you.
They're asking you
Hey, by
after
the
they
way, the
took
label
it.
got messed up. What blood type are you before we put
We
this
did
in?
a little switcheroo. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man.
All right. This is the last.
All right. Oh,
Okay.
Bethany says, "What happens when you only have a landline? You can't receive text."
You get a call. You get a telegram.
You got to go to the nearest payphone.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Wait.
The last one. Let's do this.
Last
This
one.
is the last.
up?
Yeah.
What were you
This
gonna
is-
say?
Oh, just keep going. Keep going.
Okay. All right.
Somebody
We're
is
rolling on.
somebody's knocking on the door.
Oh no, that's me right here.
Oh,
I
he's
thought
knocking
for
for good
sure
luck.
It's
Our
to save
fans.
Bobby.
We have
It's
a
yeah.
new segment. Bobby's
This is
here.
her.
Bobby's
He's
like,
back
"Hi."
from lunch. Yeah. Still last week. He's like, I don't know. Whatever.
He let this
Go
go through.
ahead.
Okay. This is the last one.
Okay.
Number 10. Stephen.
Keep going.
Stephen King bought the most haunted mansion in the world so he could get inspired for his writing.
Fact.
False.
Oh.
It's in
Fiction.
It's in Connecticut, I think.
I don't know.
It's in
Yeah.
Disneyland, bro. It's in Anaheim.
It,
The most haunted
Nice
mansion.
try. Nice
it's in
try.
Florida.
I've been in
Funny.
it.
Fact.
I'm gonna say fiction.
Okay.
I think that's fact.
Okay.
He's weird like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say fact.
Thank you. Wow.
I'm gonna say fact.
Yep.
All right. It's fiction.
What?
And here's
Yes.
why.
What the heck?
Here's why. It wasn't Stephen King that bought it. It was Nicolas Cage.
Oh no way.
Oh.
Because he was
did.
writing a novel, a horror novel.
Excuse me.
Yes, he did.
There,
I'd like
and
to
perfect
purchase-
segue.
Hey, Nicolas Cage is in the room. Go ahead and pan over.
I'd like to purchase the most haunted house that you have.
By far, this is your best.
So stupid every time.
By far.
Now I know there's a pretty haunted house in Anaheim. But you're telling me this is the best one. And that's fact or fiction.
Wow.
That was a good game.
Solid
That's
game.
fun.
Do you know that where's the Disneyland in Europe? Is it France?
Paris.
Disney?
Paris,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
In Disneyland Paris, their haunted mansion has like scary lore to it. Like, you know how our haunted
Yeah.
mansion is like, oh, like crazy ghosts come out. There's a haunted mansion in Disneyland Paris.
Wait, how does it go? Hold on.
What?
Crazy ghosts come out. We're definitely keeping this on set, by the way.
incredible.
Definitely staying on. We'll have to figure it out, but
We'll figure it out.
But in Disneyland Paris, it's like a scary, like, oh, a bride like killed her husband or something
Yeah.
and is coming back to murder children. Like, it's scary.
Oh my
Is it like their
gosh.
true, like their folklore's in Paris that they just added?
No, it's like they just made up
Or just scary
folklore.
stories.
It's like
for
an actual
this-
scary
yeah.
story.
Okay,
Terrifying.
side note.
Yep,
I somehow got down the rabbit hole of YouTube this last week.
I'm sure.
As we
very
do.
easy.
And I was watching a video about things you didn't know about Disneyland,
Yeah.
right? And there apparently are two ghosts, one in Haunted Mansion and the other's in Pirates of the Caribbean. And the workers, they have to say good morning to the person.
No.
Otherwise, they say the ride will have major malfunctions for the entire day if all the workers don't say hello or good morning to this person on both rides. It's
Nope.
like this
that.
thing. They
Nope.
said it was these people were these were actual people, I guess, that worked there like way back when, and they died at the park. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
And they have to say good morning every day, otherwise the ride will have major malfunctions. Do you think that's
Do you think
Fact or
that's one of
fiction?
those things?
I'm gonna
fact or fiction?
Okay, so
God, I'm just kidding. It's dead.
was that just like a disgruntled manager that was like, if you don't do everything I say, I'm gonna like mess up the ride for you? Like, do you think it was like, you know how Van Halen was like, we want brown M&Ms in our bowl? It's like that. They're like, if you can't say good morning to the ghost, how do I know you're not like destroying the ride
You're not
or
committed.
you forgot to
You're not in
clean
it.
the
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I think you're right. There probably is.
That's a
Maybe it was
comparison, right?
one time where somebody's like. That's what I love about these like, what are they like folklore? Or
Yeah,
like
yeah, Disney lore.
rumors,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
like it's probably just someone who took advantage of a convenient. Like a
And like trash the
It was
ride.
like,
They're like,
this is,
what's going on?
You didn't say good
Scary."
morning, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's probably made up.
Bobby said fiction.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, well, it's actually false.
It's actually fact.
Thank
so
Oh, that's interesting.
Fantastic.
Well,
I don't
the
know.
more
You know, that's
yeah,
a
the more
segue.
you know, I guess.
That's a segue. Speaking of stuff
Stuff.
that we want to hear, I want to hear some more music for Michael.
Yeah, I think we should get another song in here. What do you think?
Wow.
How do you feel about
okay,
that?
I feel like I could do that.
I just threw that on you, but
You did.
I'm ready for it. Somehow connect it. You got to figure out the segue. How this
Okay.
next song
I
makes
wish
sense.
that we could like put him on the spot, have him write something right now, but maybe after the
Next
song.
time. Yeah.
Or next time. You're
Next
right,
week.
Next time.
Next time we have him there.
I was like after the song. You're like next time.
the next song. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Michael. Take it away.
Yeah, there's no segue. Terrible.
Tell us about this song
This
that
song's
you're
called
about
Waiting.
to play.
So this one, my roommate and good friend Sam, his brother, was visiting and said, "Hey, Michael, I have this chorus that is not for me, but maybe you want it." And so we wrote this song together, and it's called
Nice.
Waiting, and it's all
Fantastic.
about waiting.
Yes.
Here's Waiting.
Take it away.
All right. Time and time I start to wonder, how did I get here? And is there somewhere I can go? Past conversations with myself, have I been growing up, still looking through that same old broken view? Another year older, doing what they told you. You feel the same way. Another year older, doing what they told you. You need to change. Why do we wait another minute? Taking our time to make a difference. Why are we waiting for something to change? 'Cause taking their pills won't make it better. Telling myself I'll take the pressure. Why are we waiting for something to change? back, but I feel safe here where I'm comfortable. Tell myself my day will come, but my time is running out. And how do I break free from my cycles now? Another year older, doing what they told you. You feel the same way. Another year older, doing what they told you. You need to change. Why do we wait another minute? Taking our time to make a difference. Why are we waiting for something to change? Cause taking their pills won't make it better. Telling myself I'll take the pressure. Why are we waiting for something to change? Yeah, why do we wait? Because we're afraid. And why are we waiting for something to change? Yeah, why do we wait? Because we're afraid. Yeah, why are we waiting for something to change? Yeah, why do we wait another minute? Taking our time to make a difference. Why are we waiting for something to change? Cause taking their pills won't make it better. Tell myself I'll take the pressure. Why are we waiting for something to change? Yeah, why are we waiting for something to change?
Wow.
Wow, man.
Thank you.
I gotta
Very.
say, you look so comfortable playing that guitar, man. Like you're just your whole,
Thanks.
your groove, like the whole thing. I don't know. I loved watching you play that song. That was
Thank you.
fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Does question I have for you? Does your guitar have a name?
Oh, gosh.
Are you into that kind of
Also,
thing?
I am.
tell
I
us
totally
about the
forgot what this
guitar.
guitar's
What kind
name-
of guitar is it?
So this is a Guild. I love this guitar. So this one.
Close up of it. Can you pull it into frame for us? Thanks.
Here you go,
There you go.
everybody.
Thank you.
This is a Guild. So,
Perfect.
Just go ahead and refer to your. Yeah. go
yeah,
ahead.
there you go. Guild is an American guitar company originally. And I think in like the late 90s or early 2000s, they switched production over to China. But this one was one of like the last ones. So this one was made in the mid 90s. And so it's like one of the American made ones. And I just
it.
love how it sounds. And my good friend and mentor, Trevor Davis, it was his guitar. And he sold it to me. And now I carry on the legacy
Love
of the
it.
guitar.
Wow.
It
I
sounds
love
great.
it. It's actually tattooed on my arm. You can't see it, but it's there. It's
Wow,
just-
that is
it's
some
beautiful.
serious commitment to an instrument.
I
Incredible.
love that guitar.
Wow.
It sounds great. You
Thanks.
sound
It's a
great,
good one.
Michael.
Thank you.
you so much for being with us this
I
week.
am
Appreciate
honored
it.
to be here.
Dude, the time just flew by.
We're wrapping now.
Do you believe
yeah.
we're already wrapping here?
Before we go though, give us what are some ways that people can connect with you if they're
Yes.
inspired by your music or they just want to reach out and hire you for something because you're an
Please.
incredible musician and so give us some info. How can they get in contact with you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Michael Pinning Music
Got it.
on Instagram.
Michael Pinning Music.
Yeah, and then Facebook is just Michael Pinning. YouTube, Michael Pinning.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of
I'm on
content
YouTube. Best place to like keep up with everything would be Instagram and YouTube.
Okay.
That's where I am most often. So
All right.
yeah, find me there. I also have a website, michaelpinning.com.
Sweet.
That I update like once a year. So I'm going to be better at that. 2021. That's
Inquire on the website,
That's the
basically.
time
Yes.
to be better at that.
Well, thanks
yeah.
for being on, man. We really appreciate it. You're an incredible musician, and we love
Thank
you
you.
so much. Everybody here.
I love you
Seriously,
guys. You
thank
guys
you
are
so
great.
much. Team Michael.
Are you gonna play
Team
us
Michael
out?
for sure.
Right,
I'm
guy?
going to play us out.
Oh,
whoa.
wow, that is
Oh, that is
piercing.
striking.
Oh my
That
god.
is right.
Headphone users beware.
We want to
Beware.
thank everybody for spending the first day
This is our
of
first
the
live,
new year
and it's our first live.
and our first live show.
I had a
amazing.
great time. Honestly, it's not going to be the same when we pre-record next week.
No, it's definitely not. It's going to be pretty tragic.
Thanks for staying along, though, and we'll see you next time on What the Podcast.
What the podcast?